MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Boy, and he rips this ball down the left field line. But he just missed his extra base. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Springer on the run. 1 out. Next up for Los Angeles, Joc Pederson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. Standing in now, Rhys Hoskins. Back up the middle. Correa on the grass. And that's the second out. Now at the plate, Cody Bellinger. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll post into second here with a 2-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Stepping in now, T.J. Rivera. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
In now, Brian Dozier. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. Into the box now, Austin Barnes. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. And he will get there to make the running. Here it comes, 0-2. Fouled off. Now another 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. One out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So stepping in, Ehire Adrianza. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Coming to the plate now, Walker Buehler. 1-1, here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Shohei Ohtani. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. That's lifted the other way out to left. Springer has a read on it, and that retires the side. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
He throws him on the fastball there. Tommy Joseph goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Angels. Here's Jock Peterson now, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Polanco to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 23.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Standing in now, Cody Bellinger. Drilled right back up the middle. Correa is there, and there are 2 away now. The tag, and he's out at the plate. 1 hit's all they get. On to the 4th now in game number 1. The Dodgers lead it 4-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Altuve. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And the Halos have their first hit of the game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Peterson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The left fielder, number
Here's George Springer, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. 3-2 one more time. Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Angels leave 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Trying to pick things up where we left off, T.J. Rivera, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. Stepping in now, Brian Dozier. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Heading for second is Dozier. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Into the box, Austin Barnes. The bunt attempt is popped up, and the catch is made for the first out of the inning. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Now at the plate, Ehire Adrianza hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Lined hard to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Now the 2-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Hard hit ball to short. There is Dozier. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Third baseman, number 2.
And that'll bring up the former first rounder, Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit the other way out toward right field. Ohtani waits on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Drives it out to deep right center field. Peterson will get there, and he puts it away to into the box. Walker Buehler. He flew out in his last at bat. Now a bunt attempt here. Bregman gloves it. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Right fielder.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 2, he's flown out twice. A square to bunt, and it's popped up. And he makes the catch. 2 away now.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here's Jock Peterson now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. Now a dive with the baseball as he... Coming to the plate now, Jose Brusino. To start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Will Harris will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Yasmani Grandal will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Harris, a native Texan. He was a 9th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And there's out number 2. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Chris Davis is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at right.
Right field, number 3, Chris Davis.
Tucker Barnhart is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at second.
Number 18, Tucker Barnhart.
Alex Verdugo will also come in now as he takes over out in center.
Number 61.
Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single. So the 2-out success means Gregory Polanco bats this inning.
Now batting.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Tyler Skaggs enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 45.
Standing in, Rhys Hoskins. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Boy, D-Row, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint.
Uh-oh, hold that thought as this one is deep down the line in left, hooking, but it's a fair ball, home run. TJ Rivera will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Here's Brian Dozier now. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And it's gone as they add still another. Rob Segedin will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 25.
Skied into straightaway right. Polanco has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart is getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Line towards center field. Trout is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Luis Perdomo is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 62.
Here's Carlos Correa now. No hits to this point. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
The left fielder, number 4.
And now for the Angels, George Springer. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
You know, D-Row, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Hard hit ball to second. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And he's in safely to third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Third baseman, number 2.
Ready for another shot now, Alex Bregman. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Now pitching
For
for
1-2.
number 64.
Popped him up.
And outside.
And Grandal able to make the catch, and that'll end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A run for the Angels in the inning, and it. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Line drive to center field. Trout is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Chris Davis. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on it.
In now, Alex Verdugo. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Bullet back up the middle. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
This is line to left. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Digging in, Jose Brasino. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Luke Weaver is on to pitch here in the eighth with nobody out.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
They'll try again, 1-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Andrelton Simmons will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Down the third baseline. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Altuve. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Angels go down 1. Steven Chacin enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate, T.J. Rivera. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Back goes Trout at the track, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Luke Weaver, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the runner's on his way home, and they roll the dice with the squeeze, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Riding in once again, Tucker Barnhart hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. A bouncer up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet. The tag, and they'll get him. Here's Gregory Polanco starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Hoskins waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Here's Carlos Correa now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Matt Strahm answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Here's George Springer. Kyle Bearclaw gets the call here as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off.
Kyle Bearclaw.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory.